There was a time when I woke up tired, crashed after meals, and lived with a quiet fear. My blood sugar was out of control. My HbA1c was 11. I was deeply diabetic. I was told that I'd need lifelong medications, maybe insulin. But something inside me whispered, there must be another way. This is my story of how I reversed my type 2 diabetes naturally, with nothing but discipline, food, and fasting. If you or someone you love is struggling, I hope this helps. My journey began with a blood test I almost didn't take. I had been ignoring the signs: constant thirst, fatigue after eating, sudden weight fluctuations, brain fog. When my report came back, the number hit hard: HbA1c 11%. For last few years when I was diabetic, it was ranging between 7, 8 and I was managing it well. But due to stress related to my job and travel, it has jumped to 11. Fasting glucose in upper 250 range. Post meal spikes off the charts. I remember starting at that report thinking, is this my life now? Medications, complications, and maybe potentially insulin, which doctor was considering. I knew I had to fight back, but first I had to unlearn everything I thought I knew about health. Diabetes wasn't a life sentence. What if insulin resistance could be reversed? I dived into research by Dr. Jason Fung, Dr. Bickman, Indian Ayurvedic perspectives, and I discovered a truth no one had told me. That too in 2016-17. Diabetes is no longer about sugar, it was about insulin. It's not just about controlling symptoms, but healing the root cause, metabolic dysfunction. And the key was intermittent fasting, low carb diet, low insulin spike foods, resetting the body's natural balance. So I created a plan for myself, one day at a time. I started slow. I did not starve myself. I listened to my body. Intermittent fasting, 16 hours of fasting and 8 hours of eating window. Coffee, water, buttermilk, and electrolytes in fasting window. Nothing which would spike insulin or raise insulin. I switched to 24-hour fast, 1 to 2 times a week. I would eat dinner at 7 p.m., then fast until next day's dinner. Hunger waves came and passed. Mental clarity increased. I started burning fat instead of sugar once I reached into something called ketogenesis. Ate one more meal, which was one large meal between 6 to 8 p.m. It's become effortless. I no longer think about food all day. Fasting was not punishment, it was peace. A way to reset my system, to reset my hormones, to reclaim my health. Let me show you exactly what I eat now. I follow a low carb diet, which is vegetarian, but it has eggs, high in fiber and fat, moderate proteins, and minimal insulin spike. Breakfast, none. I'm fasting. Just water, herbal tea, or black coffee or buttermilk. Main meal, 6 p.m., one meal a day concept. Salad base, most of the time. Lettuce or spinach, cucumbers, tomato, red cabbage with some toppings: olive oil, apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, black salt, and some nuts, especially seeds, watermelon seeds, vegetables, zucchini, cauliflower, broccoli, bell peppers, cooked lightly in ghee or coconut oil with turmeric and jeera sprinkled on it. Eggs, 3 whole eggs, either in the form of omelets with garlic, onion, and touch of black pepper, or boiled eggs. Snacks, I do very little, but sometimes in office, if you have to do, it will be soaked almonds, a mixture of some nuts and seeds, sunflower seeds. Drink would always be herbal tea or black coffee, water with lemon, buttermilk with curry leaves, hing, and rock salt. Most important thing is no sugar, no refined flour, no rice, no bread, no packaged foods. Just whole, real meal, simple food. Maybe sometimes when we go to parties or invitations, I break my fast, but then I fast longer for 24 or 36 hours, either prior and after the party. And that's all I need. It did not happen overnight, but in 3 months, my numbers started changing. HB1AC from 11 to 6.4. Fasting blood sugar dropped below 100. Post meal spikes reduced dramatically. Lost excess fat around the belly. In total, I lost almost 18 kilograms of weight. Mental clarity improved, energy soared, sleep deepened. The best part, I did not just reverse diabetes. I reversed my relationship with food, time, and my body. At that point of time, I came out of medications. No gym memberships, just discipline, education, and ancient wisdom in modern practice. Now, I sometimes take a new class of medication, which is SGLT2 inhibitors, which helps me in my fasting. I take it in the morning and I release excess sugar from my body. So I'm maintaining my weight and energy levels. This journey wasn't just physical. It changed my relationship with suffering, with cravings, with time. Fasting taught me self-restraint, presence, and trust. Food became sacred, not a numbing agent. I learned to sit with hunger and then with silence. I found that healing is not something you chase, it is something you allow. And now, every time I take a bite, I remember this body is temple and I am its guardian. If you are watching this and you feel hopeless, please remember you are not broken. Your body wants to heal. You just have to get out of its way. Start small. Follow 1% increment rules of holistic habits. Watch my video. Skip breakfast. Remove sugar. Walk after meals. Breathe deeply. Do self-reflection. Correct what you could not do yesterday. The rest will follow. Thank you for watching. If this helped you, please share this video. Let's spread the message. Healing is possible naturally. Subscribe to the channel for more stories to discover yourself, deep thinking, and ancient truth in modern life.